Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on Skinwalker, a new, I think, low budget movie. It takes place in the Wild West, but they shot it in the woods to keep it pretty cheap. But it looks pretty good. I'm liking it. Um, Basic premise: it's the old. I'm not sure if it's zombies or if it's the Wendigo. You know that old story? It's supposed to be like a creature that eats people. Um, but there's some Native American mysticism involved with this amulet, and these frontiersmen encounter them, and there's some bad apples, and there's a plague. And they come to this old town. The old town looks pretty good, by the way. I was surprised. Like, all this looks great. I mean, did they shoot it in California? A lot of it looked like it was shot in the woods, but um, it looks cool. They got pretty decent costuming, I think. Nobody's particularly memorable, and the plot pretty much just is the plague and the monster, whatever that is. And they have a Native American guy, and he's somehow involved, but they don't really explain it. But there's some guys, they got this guy too. They've got guys who can speak, white guys who can speak to the locals, and there's a scene with that, and there's a scene with Union soldiers. See, like he's speaking to them in their own language. Well, they got a few of these guys. I didn't see that. So it looks interesting, and then about halfway through, it kind of turns into a zombie movie. But I'm not sure if it's a zombie movie because she is all messed up, and then she like goes after him and bites him, and then he gets messed up too. See, then he like rises up all, and then there's a bunch of quick cuts of some action. So it looks like there's a little bit of action. Here's another guy. He's all bloodied. Is he undead too? It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. Here's another guy. Looks very bloody. He's got blood in his eyes, coming out of his eyes. So, and here, this guy's got blood coming out of his eyes. So, what is the Skinwalker? Is it one thing or is it zombies? I'm not sure. Not sure. If it's I don't think it's zombies, only because if it was, I think that would be a slightly better marketing ploy, and they probably would have taken advantage of that, but it's something close to that. So here's a guy, I guess he's infected, or thinks he's the Skinwalker, maybe wants to kill himself, but then doesn't. I'm not sure. And then these are the guys robbing the amulet, which I guess starts the whole thing off. Maybe. I don't know. And then this is kind of a creepy scene with being killed by the Skinwalker. So I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I do like the feel of the movie. Comes out on, they did put it in the descriptions here. Check out our new film Skinwalker, video on demand and DVD, July 13th. I like it because, even though it's low budget and I don't really see much of a story here, I like the elements in it, right? I like the Wild West. I like the kind of supernatural elements. And I like the tie-in to Native American culture that makes more sense than just, we're just going to do zombies in the Old West. If it's a zombie movie, but I'm not sure. So I would imagine the first act is these guys, establishing the Western town, probably to keep it low budget. It's probably a couple of guys at their camp. They're going after some no good guys that, maybe they're bounty hunters or whatever. And then they catch up to one, maybe find the weird amulet. This is all my speculation. And something weird's happening. Maybe they encounter the natives and have a thing with them, but something weird is definitely happening. And then in the second act, you introduce the Skinwalker, and then maybe one of these people gets up who should be dead, and then she starts biting people, and then it starts spreading, or things start getting very weird, and then it becomes like a matter of survival. And so everybody has to work together to defeat the Skinwalker and maybe set what went wrong, maybe return the amulet to the proper grave or something like that. And then the third act's probably an all out, killing each other and trying to kill enough of the Skinwalkers as possible. I'm not sure. And you might say, well, you seem to be harsher in other trailers. Well, this seems to be a low budget trailer, so I can give them a little leeway. When you spend $100 million on a movie, it shouldn't suck. None of it should suck. The trailer should be immaculate. This is a decent trailer, decent enough and interesting enough that I would see it, or at least check it out. The acting and the action seem okay. The lighting's okay. It's a little video, I don't think they shot this on film, obviously, but it looks all right. The costuming is solid. I like the costuming, and I like the concept. I just wish they'd give me a little more of the plot. Just a couple of lines like, if we don't get to such and such, we're all going to die, kind of thing. Like, that would have hinted at more of a plot, but they're not really doing that. I wouldn't give you an upvote, but I would definitely, think about watching this movie, because it has those elements that I like. It's like supernatural and Western, maybe zombie. If it is zombie, you guys should definitely be promoting that. You should definitely have whatever line in there, like, the dead are getting back up, or, whatever. I shot him so many times, but he didn't die. Just need a little more. And the music isn't bad either. And it's just like, I think if you had put a couple more lines of dialogue, even if it was just like a voiceover, it would help you sell the movie a little more. So, I would check this movie out July 13th. I don't know what venue it would be on online, but the nice thing about an indie movie is you kind of don't know where it's going, right? You when you see a very slick, polished thing and a big celebrity in it, that celebrity's probably going to survive to the end of the movie. And therefore, you kind of can guess the plot from that. With this, you've got, they could end with everybody dying. Or it could end with nobody dying. It could end with everybody back to life, like that weird, I think it was a Thai zombie movie I saw where everybody gets cured at the end. It was crazy. So, Skinwalker, July 13th. Good luck, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and check us out on Bitchute and Rumble, because we got 2 other videos there.